live here in Union Level, Virginia, at this ghost town. Just mostly empty storefronts now. This actually was once a bustling little town, founded back in 1836. It had a barber shop and stores and a hotel and a bank and a dance hall, other things. Those of you who have followed my site long enough know that I like to visit not only monuments and memorials and reenactments, living history places and historical markers and museums, but also places like this, ghost towns, among other things. It says right here, welcome to Union Level, Virginia, the most photographed ghost town in Virginia. Be careful on your visit. Ghost walk here at night. Well, it is getting close to dark. Just about dusk here. Ghost town? Not much here. I was gonna walk through here. You might see it. There was a building that was here about 15 years ago and was knocked down. And of course you can't go in here, but I thought I'd at least walk by and share this with you, because I'm guessing that many of you have an interest also in seeing ghost towns and just thinking about how this town would have been all those years ago. Once again, founded back in 1836. There are Confederate soldiers buried in one of the nearby cemeteries. In this surrounding area, there is still about 100 folks, but this is considered a ghost town. C.P. Jones, right here. I believe this was considered the bank at one time. Of course, can't go in there right now. You can see how the floor down below has caved in. You can see the stairs, and wow, it just fell right on through. And that's closed. I've been here before. I remember this cat from before. It says no trespassing. Of course, I'm not interested in trespassing. I like to follow the Boy Scout model, and that is leave no trace, be respectful. Come and visit these places. I like them to last as long as possible. In fact, I'd prefer if they help maintain it, keep it up. I think this is the lodge right here. Unfortunately, you can see the roof is caving in. There's a lot of rot through here. Again, there was many stores. It's a bank, lodge, lodging, hotel, motel. Looks like you can peer in this spot right here. We go ahead and do that. And unfortunately, it looks like it's caved right on in. Wow, look at that. The roof caved right through. And of course, the moment the water and rain seep in, then the house buildings very quickly start to deteriorate after that. So you can see the structure and all the floor here is falling apart. You can see the old shelves right there. This might have been the mercantile store, is my guess. There was a time I used to live in Montana, and when I moved out there, I bought every ghost town book I can find on Montana. I went around to as many ghost towns as possible. You can see this is that building that's caved in the back. It's too bad. It looks like the brick is structurally sound, but it looks like the rest is starting to cave in. Looks right here. Of course, it's locked. Doesn't look like I have an opportunity to peek in there, but I'm sure it's the same type of thing. Kind of caved in between the buildings. If you're just joining me, I'm here at Union Level, Virginia, a ghost town in Virginia. As you can see, it's very peaceful, very quiet. I've only had like maybe one car pass through here. There's a sign up there that says, "Welcome to Union Level." This was a bustling place at one time, very heavily reliant on the railroad that came through here, but it's the highway that helped lead to the decline of this place. You can see the old original sign that was right here. I believe this may have been maybe a gas station at one point. In fact, the old original gas station is right here. Came through here about a year ago as well and took some drone videos and photos, and I'll share those with you at some point. I always love these old gas stations. I stop by as many as I can to travel around and see old America. Not much left of this one, is there? Not too long ago, I was passing through Georgia, and there was a gas station called Dixie Rebel, I think it was. And they still had a gas pump just like this. I loved it. Every time I go anywhere near that area, I stop by that place. Because the old-fashioned is what I remember gas stations used to be like many decades ago, or several decades ago. Not that I'm that old, but I do remember seeing these places. But here is the remains of the old gas station. Well, there is a window open here, so we might as well peek in. All right. Of course, this is open to the elements. It's been a rainy day today, so no surprise it's going to be damp in here as well. It'll just aid to the deterioration of these buildings. I like it when folks come around here and help restore these when possible. Just reading about, just talking to a gentleman about, he was speaking about the house that General Grimes used to live in. There goes another car right there. Not too many cars around here. I did see some people, some folks fishing. Once again, if you look back in the old Google Streets, you can see some of the old buildings that are right here. It's one thing I like about Google Streets. You can go back in time and look back. There's that old sign again. I wish I knew what that said. If you're just joining me, I'm here in Union Level, Virginia. At this old, what remains of the old ghost town. Comes another car right here. I just recently went through another, and I shared another video from a place called Pamplin, Virginia. That one's fascinating also, a ghost town on the main street. I tried to do a live video, but there was no data, and thankfully there is data. Once again, if you're just joining me, I'll just take one last peek in this building right here that is caved in. And I'll go across here. This building right here says, "Welcome to Union Level, Virginia, the most photographed ghost town in Virginia. Be careful on your visits." I'm not sure if this is the dance hall. They said there was a mercantile, there was a barber shop, there were various other stores here at one time. This was a town founded back in 1836 here in Mecklenburg County. Just want to share this with you as I was passing through this area. I just stop here when I can, when possible, because you just never know when something will be here the following day. That's why I like to stop by and see memorials and monuments. There was a few times where I stopped by and I, by total chance, one time I was passing through Rockingham, North Carolina, that county, and by total chance I happened to arrive the very moment they were removing a 100-year-old Confederate War Memorial, and I was furious because I was there to document, take photos of it. This is about 5 years ago. They've moved it to the VFW in the meantime, but there was no plans. You never knew. You never know when something like this will happen. So when I travel around, I also like to take photos and videos, because you never know if the entire county court square might be wiped out, like what happened. I was planning on going to this town in Kentucky, and there was a Confederate memorial there I was going to take photos and videos of. Next thing you know, a tornado came through and just completely wiped out the entire downtown. I'm trying to remember the name of that town right now, but I went through there about 6 months after the tornado, and it destroyed the entire courthouse and all the buildings around the courthouse. They just completely demolished it all. And it was a beautiful courthouse. But the Confederate Memorial, thankfully, was still there. It was untouched. It survived. It made it. That was the only thing it kept, from what I can tell, was that Confederate Memorial there. And I'm going to return at some point, but that's why I like to return and see these places. So anyways, I want to share this with you. Once again, from Union, the ghost town of Union Level, Virginia. This nice little rural area of Virginia. Nice, quiet, and peaceful. Just a few folks once in a while passing through. I stopped by the cemetery just up the road, just on the way here. Made sure it was added to Billion Graves. Made sure it was also somebody had marked it on Find a Grave as well. I've been to over 1,000 cemeteries in just the last couple years, and I make sure that they're all listed and known. I've added a couple hundred to Billion Graves. There's a couple hundred cemeteries that I found in these rural areas that were not ever added to Billion Graves, and so I made sure I did that. So anyway, I'm gonna get going for now. I just want to share this with you. So take care, y'all, from Union Level, Virginia.